What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Two Sided Podcast. I'm your girl, Carmesia.
And I'm your girl, Rakaya Simone. And you know that there's two sides to every story.
And we're just here to tell our side. Welcome back. It's been so long. We haven't been here since 2024. I want to say Happy New Year's to everybody that's coming back and returning. I hope that you guys have had a blessed year thus far. It's February 1st, so we're a little delayed. But yeah. But today, yeah, it's Black History Month, so round of applause for all our black people that, made a mark in history or whatever. But today, we have a guest. It's a very special guest, so today should be a very good episode. Yeah, it should be a very good episode. So, drum roll, please. We have Leah in the building. Woo! Hey, Leah.
Hello.
Is this your first podcast?
It is.
How do you feel?
I'm shy.
You're shy?
Yeah.
She's not shy for real, but
I'm shy.
we're going to get into some things. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm shy and nervous and shy.
Don't be nervous. I tell people all the time, it's like having a normal conversation just in front of the camera. That's all it is.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to pass it to Rakai. She's going to do our Would You Rather. Okay? Give it to us, friend. What is it? What we got?
Okay. This y'all Would You Rather for today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you rather see where you will be in the next 5 years but not knowing how you got there? Or would you rather go back 5 years with the knowledge you already have now?
Ooh. That's a good one. Okay. Would I rather go back 5 years with knowledge I have, or proceed, go forward 5 years but not knowing how I got there? Probably go back 5 years with the knowledge. Yeah.
Why?
I go back because it's a lot of. I think like this already. I'm like, dang, if I would have known what I know now, I'll be up. I'll be up. There's so many ways people can get rich and make money the legal way, like as far as investing and stuff and buying properties and housing and stuff. It's like through the roof. So just imagine if we started doing, like, putting our money into businesses and buying houses and stuff before now. Like, you'll probably be paid off close to it. So yeah, I'll go back 5 years.
I'll definitely go forward. I'll go forward.
Why?
5 years ago was the pandemic. It ain't nothing we can do different.
And people got money.
Yeah, but no. I'll just shoot for it. Can't do nothing about it. Pandemic was tough for everybody. So if you go back now, it ain't much you can change.
Yeah, I really didn't think about it being a pandemic. But
I did not. Nobody liked 2020. I ain't going back there.
But we'll be, so 5 years from now, also we'll start February 2020. That's like at the peak of before it got crazy. Yeah, I ain't think about that.
I ain't going.
You
You can go by yourself. What was your answer?
I'd probably go 4 or 5 years. Because if I go back 5 years, that's before I had a kid and everything. I probably wouldn't have my kid.
You would have made sure you didn't have a kid? Oh, okay. Oh. Gotcha. Just want to make sure I understood it.
That's legit. I want to have one at 22.
What age would you have preferred to have your first kid?
I really didn't have an age on it. I just didn't want to be that young.
Yeah. You said you was 22? That's right. Yeah, 22.
Yep, I have a 3-year-old.
Oh, he turned 4 this year. Oh, stick a man. Turned 4. When you gonna have some kids, Leah?
Oh.
When you gonna have some kids?
That's
You know, the term "everything isn't for everybody" I think applies to this situation.
Right.
Yeah, that's not for
So
me.
you don't want kids?
Not necessarily.
nothing
Not
wrong
on
with that.
purpose. Like, if it happens, it happens. But not like, hey, let's
If
make
you
a baby.
can
Yeah.
I'm not trying
have
to make
anything
them.
to do with.
If I could choose, I would choose no. But if it happens, like, dang, it happened. But let's keep it pushing. But I wouldn't.
Understandable. I always wanted kids. So one day I wanted to have them. But if I could plan them out and it happened when I wanted to, I would have rather that. But I'm grateful how it happened with my son. But yeah.
Yeah. So I want to take another shift. So today's episode, we want to talk about, how do I want to put it? Spirituality and I've been on a spiritual journey. I know Leah has been on a spiritual journey, and Rakai has been on a spiritual journey. So we're pretty much on the same journey of trying to figure this thing out as far as how God is going to work on us this year and how we are going to just be moved by Him. So I know. So every Monday, me and Leah.
Leah just be having me weak. Go ahead.
Um,
I didn't do anything.
Okay. So, yeah. So, every Monday, me and Leah, we go to this youth ministry group, Bible study. What we call it? Youth ministry Bible study?
Adult ministry.
Adult ministry. So, we go every Monday, and we basically dissect a part of the... Would that be fair to say? We dissect a part of... Not a part of the Bible, but he gives us a scripture, and he kind of... No, he gives us a topic.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives us scriptures to back it up and then breaks it down further.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so...
That's dissecting.
Okay, so this past Monday, we talked about selfishness and are you selfish? And he talked about being selfish as far as the gifts that God give you. Are you using those gifts to bless others? Because when God blesses you, most times he blesses you so that you can bless other people. So say for instance, I get $1 million today. Am I going to keep that blessing for myself, or am I going to make sure my mama's house is paid off? I'm going to make sure the car is paid off. Am I going to pass it to other people that I know need it, or am I going to keep that $1 million selfishly to myself? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he taught us about pouring from an empty cup. A lot of times we pour from an empty cup, and we just get exhausted and overwhelmed when doing it. So, and we also talked about fasting. Did you know about fasting and what that is? Did you do the fast when he said it? No?
Mm-mm.
So what's...
I didn't.
So what's your understanding of fasting? Why is you so weak in my ear? I just keep hearing... What is that in my ear?
She just tickled.
What did I do?
No.
I didn't do it. I'm fasting to answer your question. Like, it's something that you do. Like, me personally, I believe that's only you, like your relationship with God. So just because somebody say, hey, we about to go on a fast, then we aren't all on the same page with our relationship with God. So we ain't finna do nothing. I'm starting when I'm ready. So I ain't going that fast. I wasn't ready.
Have you ever done a fast?
Mm-hmm.
How long? Like, what was your fast?
I did my first fast last year, like my first personal fast, like in need of a relationship with God or building a relationship. I did it for, I want to say 4 days.
Yeah.
And it was just an all liquid diet. So it was tough, but I appreciate it. Like, I really gained something from it. Like, you know how you put stuff to practice and then the process in between is like, dang, this like really sucks. But in the long run, you appreciate the results.
Yeah.
So that's literally what it was for me. And I had to like really talk to God a lot. I'm like, I might be getting on his nerve.
Yeah.
In the midst of me thinking about, of course, eating or doing the things that I was supposed to be fasting from, I had to like, okay, God help me. Okay, God help me. Okay, God help me. Like all the time, every day. So it was really like a pray without stopping situation.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that, because now it's like when I come to him, it's just like we build that bond within that time frame. So would I do it again? Yes, but it'll be, I think, on a different level. Like, I think that was entry level fasting for me. So
So when you say a different level, what would you do differently?
Well, people fast for different reasons. So people fast to get answers from God, or what they should do about a situation, or how to move, or what their future looking like, or anything like that. So me personally, it'll have to be a situation going on, simply because, like I said, I feel like I passed that entry level. So like when I elevate in that, I think my next fast will be more geared towards my future and hearing from him, because I definitely need direction. I'm a very indecisive person, and when you become indecisive with the plans in your life, where is God in it? Like, so you gotta like fall back. So I feel like my next fast is going to be on that journey of figuring out the next steps and taking those steps with him, and not just sitting back like, I don't know what to do. Like, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a fast too. The longest fast I did was 7 days. It was also like a fruit and water diet. And I think a lot of times what people miss is when you're fasting, that's when you're really supposed to rely on God when you get home. And it also teaches you discipline because sometimes we eat just because we're bored or because what we're going through, like we find comfort in eating. So, like you said, praying and talking to God during that whole journey that actually, one, builds your relationship with Him, and it also shows you, like, okay, I can do it. Like, it's nothing hard. And it also gives you, like, a clear mind and clear conscience of, like, okay, this is what I need to be doing or direction I need to be going in. So, yeah. Would I do a 7 day fast again? I don't know, cause it was hard, but I didn't do it alone. So I definitely, if I was to do it again, I wouldn't. I would still do it with somebody, not alone. It's easier to do it with somebody. Did you ever do a fast? What's your fast like? What you?
My fast was different. Like, I mean, I just got off of fast actually, but the people who I was doing with was doing the Daniel fast, but I personally didn't do because Daniel fast is more like a vegan diet.
Yeah, it's like vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I did a fast for myself that I fit with. I feel like I needed. I mean, I can do the Daniel fast with everybody and do the vegan diet or whatever, but I feel like it was my journey and my spirituality and my fast. So that could be good for you, but I'm doing it for different reasons. Everybody, like Leah said, everybody not doing it for the same reason. But I more so gave up like smoking, alcohol, and then I started eating better and I gave up like beef and pork and stuff like that.
Oh, you did? Like for the fast or like long term?
Well, the beef and pork I was supposed to be like keeping that going. And I said like if I do beef, it wouldn't be more than one time a month.
Okay.
But yeah. Baby, they're giving up that drinking though.
Yeah. And then your birthday coming up. Oh.
But yeah, but I did say I definitely do it again. I don't mind like fasting and stuff because it helps me mentally when it makes me, when you know you're doing something, so it helps your mental because it makes you push.
Yeah.
So once I know I can do it, it's gonna make me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I was working out with it, so working
Yeah.
out like it builds your body, and then not smoking and drinking and stuff. Of course, you feel the difference.
Yeah. Working out and
So feel
fasting.
it when you need it.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. Working out and fasting at the same time, I just feel like it's so, I don't know. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm about to fall out. Sometimes. It depends. But, I don't know.
I feel like you about to fall out though.
Yeah.
'Cause it was
I
some
think it's a
days I
mental
was getting
thing.
lightheaded.
But
It
it's
is a mental thing, but it's physical thing too. Cause your body is like you just all of a sudden start changing stuff. You didn't slowly go into it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like just slow. Like the fast started. This is what I was giving up. Boom.
So were y'all like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but were y'all like actually substituting whatever you was stopping and putting God in that position?
Yeah, we
or were you
did.
just refraining from doing it?
So for me, it was like it wasn't like a substitute. I was refraining from this, and I was leaning more on God spiritually and like scripture. Cause I'm not a Bible person, so doing the Daniel fast with other people, whatever, it was scriptures every day, and it was breaking down. Read like y'all little Monday thing. It was a scripture you had to read, and then it was a devotional first, then the scripture, then the talk about it session where everybody go in and talk about it. And see, that was different for me because again, I wasn't a person that was biblical. I was more of a spiritual person. So going into the biblical sense, it made me, read other things and see stuff different. Like, oh, okay, like maybe I can get into this. Because when you hear it sometimes, like not knocking church or some places, but when you hear it sometimes, it's like they use the scripture to have, how I can say it. I feel like some people use scripture in a way to where they understand it, so they're preaching it to you from their understanding versus your own understanding. So I had to read it myself, connected to something within myself to get it. Because you can tell me a scripture and tell me your testimony about it, but I probably haven't been what you've been through, so I don't get it from your eyes. But if I do it myself, and like you can give me that scripture, but I got to understand it from a different point of view. We'll probably have two different point of views on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how it was.
Yeah. So what made y'all want to start seeking God and getting closer? Because I've been seeing a lot of people on social media. It seems like everybody's kind of like moving towards strengthening their relationship. So, what is something that you feel?
I feel like some
Push
people
you
just
forward.
do it for content.
Yeah, but I'm saying like y'all personal reason. Like I agree. Like I think some people it's becoming a trend
Mm-hmm.
to get online and say that's what you're doing. But for us, I think you don't know unless you talk to us or you know what we do.
Right, because
we
I don't post it. Yeah.
we don't post it. So what made you want to be like, okay, I need to kind of work on getting right?
Well,
with
like
man and boy?
I always been quote unquote in church. Like I always went to church as a kid.
Yeah.
Then I went off to college, and then that stopped. Like, or that kind of put a pause on it.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I still had that relationship with
Yeah.
him. And so I think it didn't necessarily like, oh, I'm just going to start this journey, because I don't think I never not had a relationship with God. Like I didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my grandpa passed, my my grandma passed. Excuse me. My mom grew up in the church. My dad, like, it's all throughout the house.
Yeah.
So my personal journey, I feel like, and this with anybody, it don't start until you really been through some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because you can have the cliche, the scriptures, the going to church, like that's like generic. But like your own dosage of God and
Yeah.
how it applies to you, like it's kind of, it just depends on what the situation is. Like college was tough for a lot of reasons. Y'all been to school. All right. No details needed.
Right.
Okay. But I've been through enough that in college I decided to get baptized. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of like, for me personally, I don't have to strengthen it, but I have to keep it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's not, I want to keep it consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
So it's not like I just, I'm going
Yeah.
to get with God. I've been with God. I just got to be with him on a different level.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that does make sense. Cause yeah, I would say I've been in church and everything and grew up in the church. So yeah, that's just kind of where I am too, just to keep it consistent and make sure I make that a part of my everyday. Cause sometimes, like when I went to school, yeah, me and my roommate, we made sure we went, but it wasn't consistent because we was focused on school and partying and everything else. So kind of slacked on it, especially going out of state. But yeah, just definitely trying to make sure I realign myself and get back closer to them. So what would you say? What made you want to make sure I'm straight and narrow?
I don't think I really had a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I had a situation or something that just made me be like, all right, time to lock in.
Yeah.
It was more so like, ready to lock in with my life, going like career wise and growing wise.
Yeah.
And it was like, God, I need your help to get through that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more so like how Leah was saying, like sometimes people get to go through a situation. It's like, okay, now I need to align my focus,
Yeah.
or you want a consistency. Yeah, I want a consistency. So let me start back. But mine was more so like, I've always been a person that I've always been a person that prayed, called on the Lord, and believed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more so like, help me to believe in myself.
Yeah.
So I did the journey and getting closer to God, learning how to pray right and make sure, you got to watch what you pray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So learning how to pray in that way to ask Lord to help me get to this where I'm trying to be.
Mhm.
But making sure it's the path that God has aligned for me.
Yeah.
Like open my eyes to where you really want me to go and what I should do, not what I want to do.
That's good.
Type.
That's
So
good.
that's what it really was for me. But I do got a question.
Okay.
So when he had asked y'all about the $1 million thing, what would you do though? When you was like, it was the selfishness, or y'all was talking about selfishness, and it was like, you gave the example.
Was her
Oh yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, I'm saying you gave an example as in, if you had $1 million, what would you pay him, be selfish? What would y'all do with that $1 million? Because
Honestly,
I don't
speaking,
know
I
if
would
I sit
selfishly
here and
keep-
pay everybody bills.
That's not what I said. That's definitely
You
not what
said
I
pay
said.
your mama house off.
Yeah, if I get $1 million, I would. I really would. That's my mama. But I definitely would selfishly keep a whole 100 million to myself. No.
You said how much?
100 mil or just a
You said 1 meal.
Just one.
Yeah.
1 meal, yeah.
I mean, 100 million.
Would
Then, yeah.
selfishly keep 1 meal to myself. No. I would definitely
I'm
do
trying
that.
to figure out this selfishness. I'm not saying like I keep one meal to myself, but I'm trying to figure out what's the selfless or the selfishness of it.
The selfish,
Because you can
selfish
help
part
everybody,
of it
but you
is-
can mess yourself up trying to overdo. You only got one meal. You can't stretch one meal that
Yeah,
far.
but just paying my mama house off. My mama house ain't $500,000.
Well, other than your mom's house. But, well, see, that's the difference. My mama house, darn near $600K. I'm not paying my mama house off. It's different for everybody. You see what I'm saying, though? It's a difference.
But I'm sure if you got $1 million, you would still do something for
No, but I'm
It would
saying
probably
not
be
just
her
your
house.
mom. Like, what would you do to yourself? Of course, we're gonna take care of our mamas. That's everybody. Well, mostly everybody. My mama not even a question. Off the back, I'm gonna take care of her. But
Yeah.
what's the other act other than your mom that you would do with your million that you consider that's not selfish? It's selfless.
I don't know. Okay, so realistically, outside of my mom, I would probably pour into my boyfriend's business. He got a business,
Wow.
and I'll pour into that
That's pretty selfish.
because
No, for real. Cause I don't know about
But no, like-
you know what I'm saying.
Remember,
But
you
no,
see your
like-
boyfriend, not your
Yeah,
husband.
yeah.
But no,
That's
like
what-
for
yeah.
real, if y'all know, like every event I have, he's there helping with everything, and he helps put in sometimes. Like he helps invest in my business too.
Mhm.
So
But what is the investment? What is the number investment when it's a boyfriend? Because I am with Leo on certain things with versus a husband and a boyfriend. Because you can just tell me what's like.
I said
what's an
invest. I ain't say pay some off or
No, we
give,
ain't
like-
talking about pay. I what
give
like,
the
but
other
what's
half
an
too.
investment?
You give him half of his what?
Yeah, I ain't saying give half of $1 million. That's not what I'm saying. An investment could be like 1,000 or something, or
Or go half on his investment.
yeah, like
Oh.
match what he'll put in. That's what I'm
Oh.
talking about. I ain't talking about.
That's sweet.
Just make sure you ain't around here ready
That's
to
really
drop
sweet.
50K.
Like, that's sweet. Like, that's nice. Like, you really love him. That's good love.
But I'm saying, if with y'all boyfriends, y'all wouldn't invest.
You said a boyfriend.
I'm locked
But I'm
in
still,
7 years
though.
though, so it's different for me. I'm a drop on mine because I know he gonna drop for me.
That's what I'm saying. I know he would.
But
do the
I'm
same
not
for
finna
me.
just like, baby, you tell me this. Well, see, this a difference. My boyfriend not trying to start a business, so it's different. Your boyfriend want to be like a business owner.
But he's
type.
already started his business though, and it's
Right.
already successful.
It ain't
That's-
nothing wrong with what you
There's
do.
nothing wrong. With, yeah, don't think. Ain't
don't
nothing
think
wrong.
we're saying
But I ain't
that.
finna drop like 50K.
You might be on
You
your
got it.
own,
Got to
though.
be like, if you starting off,
And not even 1,000. It may be. It just depends on
I
what is
drop
going
10K in the
on.
business
Yeah,
for my
'cause-
man. But
Yeah, I'm just saying
Like,
it depends on what's going on. Like it
gotta
might not be as small as 1,000. It could be more than 1,000, depending on what's going on. But I don't know.
But I gotta see the worth. Like I drop the 10, but like, all right, baby, this 10, flip this into 20, and then we can talk some more. If you can flip a 10 to 20, I drop 50 in the next one. It's, I gotta see. You gotta see your investment. You get what I'm saying?
Right, but I already see the investment, so I don't know. I don't know. We just locked in like that because I know he would do the same for me. He's already invested in my business and tried to put me in alignment. Like my what event that was? Remember that one event I told you about where that was the most money I made at a pop-up shop? He connected me to that person, and that person even wanted me to put my stuff in their store. So, I mean, that's just,
You just matching his energy.
yeah, I'm just mentioning.
But see, that's another thing. Investments aren't always money because that wasn't a money thing he did, but he got you to the money.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
saying.
true.
you
I mean, yeah,
invest in
investment
different
don't
ways.
always have to be money. That's true.
Yeah. Little nigga, like, I don't care.
I ain't
It's a
said that.
boyfriend. He
I ain't
did
said
not
that. I
make
mean, every
tackles.
no.
But I mean, at what point do you
ain't
invest?
say
So
that.
we don't. At what point do you get serious with
When
the
it's probably
boyfriend?
a ring
boyfriend
on her
on a
finger.
boyfriend level.
Yes, you don't start. So you only make real investments at husband and wife. I mean, I get certain amounts, yeah, but at what point do you be like, okay, we're
I mean, we ain't gonna act like everything is all peaches and cream in the world that we live in, and the dating pool is
Right.
just all
I'm
me
saying
and
if you-
Jacob.
okay.
Like everything
So, okay,
ain't,
so
ain't
when
on
you-
your level. So it's like everybody's situation is different. So
True.
you can't.
So for example, she's been with her guy, what? Let's say 5+.
It's 7 years. I put the number on it.
I said 5. That's still my answer. Still,
I know.
Right. I
You're right. I just had to put the number out
It
there.
was still right. So, what would that look like for you investing?
I drop whatever. I ain't go. If it's you starting off, I'm only dropping 10K. Cause that's good for your start out. But if it's more, you know, your brand building, and I see the work you putting in, like I know you passionate about this.
Yeah.
Ain't no number when it come to my man. But that's my man. We different. I know what he'll do for me. I know what he's done for me. And we have a child together. So him succeeding me, my baby succeeding. So it's a difference.
Yeah.
But we wasn't together. And then I'm like, say if I just got a boyfriend, we've been together a year or two type.
She's trying to throw shade.
No, I
that was an accurate number.
definitely
That was an
shade.
accurate
I ain't even
number.
think about you.
She just
buddy.
threw out
Okay,
that-
three. I do
That's
3.
just
But
how
I
you
was
young.
doing because Leah talking about the dating pool. So if I'm dating somebody, then we get together. At what point it get serious or whatever? Like say we only been together. I'm gonna say 1 to 3 years, guys.
I still fall in that
I'm
range of 1 to
still
3.
play it safe.
I don't know. It'll be different. I don't know. I don't know if I just drop. Like I said, it'll be. I don't know.
Y'all act like I said I'm gonna drop 50K on
We
the
didn't
bed.
say how much. We just
we
number
not
one. We
talking
didn't
about
say
you.
it was an
You
issue.
keep making
When
this
I said
about
it, y'all was
you.
Because that's
It was
like
the
that's a
baffleness.
big move. Like that's not a boyfriend girlfriend
but
move.
the way you was
that's a
saying
big
is
move.
like shit.
But y'all locked in. Ain't no switching up. So you good.
I'm gonna try. That nigga
Child
want that
relationship.
motherfucking Bentley
Yeah.
truck. He gonna get that motherfucking Bentley truck.
Bentley truck is crazy.
Hey man, you had 1 meal. You ready to drop that shit?
Bentley truck is crazy. Cause
That ain't shit. That ain't what that means. Like $100,000 car, maybe $200K, depending on your Bentley. You know the value depreciate once that bitch drive out the lot.
That I know. Anyway, tell us one of them questions you got, Bookie Book.
Cause she ain't got offended. Wasn't nobody even talking about her and her man. Do y'all thing. Everybody not like y'all though. Everybody don't got that relationship, so everybody should be doing what you do for they man they only been with for so long. He already showed you that he'll do it for you.
Yeah.
But somebody else, don't do that shit, sis. You need to see, cause some of these men you invest, they ass go up and then you out the door.
They leave you at the
We gonna
bottom.
act like money don't change folks. So
You definitely do change people.
Yeah.
Women
Sound
and
good.
men.
It sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. The money changed me. It might. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It'll change my aesthetic wise, but it won't like
Yeah.
change me as the
Yeah, it won't
person
change
that
my
I am.
morals and character. Yeah, but as far as how I move, for sure.
It should change you on how you move, cause you shouldn't be making money and then still doing dumb shit around the wrong crowd.
We up here talking about spirituality and you cussing.
I was just gonna tie it back in though to spirituality.
Yeah.
The Lord know my
Tie back
heart. I
in.
can't cuss.
tie it back in.
Damn right you can't.
It's strict
I
around
didn't
here.
know I couldn't cuss. Lord have mercy. You
just
know
saying,
I
okay.
can't be on the podcast and not cussing. Jesus know my heart.
Mm-hmm. Do
Tie
we
it
need to
back in,
pray?
Leah.
We
Make
good?
it make sense for us.
No, I was just gonna ask how y'all was saying that you'll do this and you'll do that once you get the money, but like what if we like put in predicaments where God ain't gonna give us that type of money until we get right? So basically you're saying I might change how I move,
Mhm.
but what if God wants you to already be moving like that so that when the money comes you just keep moving the same way? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he want to put you in that right position to be a blessing. So if he know that your energy and your attitude gonna change once you get, not you, but
Yeah.
in general, your energy, your attitude gonna change, then he was like, nah, like you still got some work to do.
I
Mm.
feel like regardless, you're going to always have work to do. No matter what aspect you're in life. At
Yeah.
every point in life, you got to grow. Whether even we 25, 26 now, we're going to be different at 30. You're going to have a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it. I'm saying it as in, you saying, what if you could be changing on the path he wants you to be at right now, and he give you the money, but you also going to have some more changing to do to keep going and get more
Yeah,
money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at each aspect, you probably got to change, because the person I am at 25, I might not even be this person at all at 35. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a whole different type of mindset. And I might, well, now you might. You got me, Lord. I'm going to have a whole different type of money. So it's like, when I say about changing, like you have to change your environment and the way you going. Like, if the Lord taking you this way, but you got this person and he trying to tell you, like, you can't take everybody with you, it's not switching up because you getting money, but it's like, you're affecting me from getting here.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you can pour too much of your cup into other people and you pushing yourself back. So it's like you gotta align everything together. And it's not because some people like, oh, people get money and then you forget who you know. You was still on the same stuff, not trying to change. I'm trying to be here. If you still doing this, I can help you, but it's only so much help I can do. Because when some people say some people get up and they forget about the people they was with, and oh, they don't do this for their folks, and oh, you know how families start getting greedy. You can't feed everybody because that's how a lot of people go back broke.
Yeah. You definitely can. And then people just want to hold on or feel like they know you or feel they got access to you when you're not doing anything to bring yourself up. Yeah, I give you this money. What you going to do with it?
You going to blow it.
Yeah. Are you going to invest and make it make sense? Like, are you going to use that money to make yourself more money legally, the legit way? Or are you going to go...
Or if you're going to do right.
Go buy some...
I can get you out your debt, but is you going to stay out your debt?
True, yeah. And I don't like the whole argument. People say, oh, you got money, you can change. But it's like...
And that's what's supposed to happen.
Right, you're
that's
supposed
what I'm saying.
to change.
You're supposed to change. You're supposed to move different.
Like, you on the same stuff we was on when we was in high school. We graduated high school, graduated college. At what point are you going to elevate and change? Like, it's a seasonal thing. I don't know. I don't like that whole...
I was always told, too, if you the smartest person in the room, you in the wrong room.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But
you're not going to elevate.
Yeah.
You got to learn from somewhere.
Yeah. And I'm also learning about community, too. Like, hey, it's all about... So somebody told me you are... I forgot the percentage they said, but you are average of the 5 people you hang around the most. And I was like, wow, that's low-key kind of true.
I hang around the most.
Yeah, I was trying to evaluate. Like, who do I hang around?
I don't see none of them for real.
No.
Yeah, she was like, who do I hang around the most? She said she don't see us, but... I was like, that's true, but that made me think, like, who do I hang around the most? Because, I mean, I take a piece of them with me. Like, we kind of act alike in a way.
I feel like me and all my friends act like we all have our different personalities, but all of us, like, I actually had more than one person tell me, though, that my friend group is a real mature friend group. Like, all my friends are bosses, which everybody is their own boss in their own way. Like, they get on my nerves, but each one of my friends are really on their stuff, though. Like, I don't have no friend. All my friends are hustlers. Each female I know, they're all money getter. Whether it is they working 9 to 5, where they got their own business, however it may go, they out straight. But you got some people, like, somebody still got that one friend who she want the scammers and whatever. You got the one friend that just... Bitch won't stop going out every weekend.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't judge the people that honestly, it's like, as when you're trying to elevate and go up, the people that's not meant to be there, they're gonna fall off naturally.
They damn sure
anyway, they're just gonna fall off without you even having
drop a bitch like a hot cake.
Damn.
Sorry. Forgot my bag. Go ahead.
The hot cakes.
like a hot cake.
Drop cake.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, and I really I'm so glad we did this podcast at the time that we did, because the time that we was initially supposed to start, it was gonna be so many shots fired. My heart posture went right.
Oh my
heart went right. I was gonna talk so much junk on this camera.
You know, when this camera go off, though, I got one person I do want to ask you about.
I already know.
Well,
I'm sure I know who you gonna ask me.
Well,
but I'm just glad we did it today, because I'm at a point where it's like I'm healed from it and I don't care about it. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm glad we did the podcast today. But yeah, I think that's all the time we have today, you guys. So
I had a question.
What's the question regarding?
Okay, great.
Because you see what time it is.
Ooh, real quick. So this what you can leave off on. Okay. Being a woman who you are today, what is something you would tell your younger self? Also, if you were to have a child, what would be something you want to instill in them from your mistakes or learning experiences? Good.
I'll let you go first.
you got it.
Yeah.
You the one who want the kids.
Yeah.
But
it's not even just kids. It's being the woman you are today. What would you tell your younger self? And then also, if you were to have a child, what is something you want to instill in them from your mistakes or learning experiences?
You the one with the kid, what you tell your baby?
It's not. If you were to have a child, they don't have to be alive.
No, we don't have to be the answer. I mean, yeah, but it's an if situation. So answer the question. You.
Me.
Yes.
I'm like, I about to say, I can dearly see Leah looking at you.
Okay, something that I would tell my younger self or instill in my child. I would probably, I don't know. I would just make sure that she just pays attention to her surroundings, and whenever she has, I would try to instill discernment in her. And whenever something don't feel around her spirit, that's God talking to you. I would try to instill in her, like, just pay attention to the people that's around you. Pay attention to how they move and how they act. Pay attention to how people show up for you, and how they support you. Like you said, support doesn't have to be monetary. Support is calling to check in if we got a business, resharing that, networking me, all those different ways, and just, I don't know. That's probably one main thing. My younger self, what would I tell my younger self? I don't know. I don't know what I tell my younger self. I don't know. I don't know what I tell her.
Hey, Leah.
I don't have no words for the little Mimi right now.
The kid situation
Keep
is still
going, sweetie.
tricky because, you know, like the stuff that applied to us might not apply to them because these kids built different. So the stuff we got to brace them for, we might not be prepared. So we gonna have to deal with that when we get there. But
Yeah.
for my younger self, cause I don't know what angle I'm approaching it. Like that's
Yeah.
a loaded
I don't know.
question. Like
Where you are now, you know what you've been through in your situations. What would you tell the little girl?
tighten up. Don't be so soft. It ain't that deep.
Yeah.
You can feel emotions, but it's like a gauge to it. Like it don't have to be all or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would tell her to learn how to balance that
Yeah.
because I was an emotional baby.
Yeah.
But when I got older, I was like cutthroat. Like I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I would tell my younger self to learn how to balance that. Like it's okay to feel, but don't feel too much, but don't feel too less. Like
Yeah, have a balance.
have a balance. I would tell myself to be more balanced.
Okay. What you
Yeah.
tell the little girl and you? Or did you care to answer?
I was gonna answer. I tell the younger me to actually be emotional.
To be emotional.
Yeah, I'm very hard about it. I don't let nobody see my emotions. So
Let's be the same.
it's not that I don't give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I need to give a fuck. For real, because I grew up so like,
Do you give a fuck? You don't know how to show you give a fuck. Like, is it one of those?
no, I know how to show I give a fuck to people I give a fuck about.
Okay.
But like, I'm a person that holds my emotions in. I don't really call my friends
Yeah.
and vent to them or talk to them, let my emotions out. Because I'm the type of person that I deal with this shit on my own. I feel like, can't nobody fucking help me.
Yeah, I'd rather pick and pry. I'm like, are you okay? You good? I ain't heard from you. You sound a little. You good?
And see, I don't really tell people. I don't let people know what's still going on with me. And of course, I'm the little motherfucking friend that everybody just probably think ain't going through shit, or like even family member, whatever. Because everybody call me with they shit, but don't nobody know I be going through shit. But that's because I don't speak up, and I've been like that since a child. I always was quiet, but it could also be
Quiet is
that
crazy.
I'm like quiet as in when it come to my feelings and stuff, you'll never know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Quiet in that way.
Yeah.
But it's because my daddy don't really say shit. You would never probably even see an emotion out of him.
Mhm.
And my mama is like very emotional, but she a strong-headed woman. So yeah. So I just tell myself, it's okay to be emotional. Let people in, because I'm very guarded. I got the same motherfucking friends since childhood.
Yeah.
But what I instill in my child, since I have a boy, I let him show emotions, because that is this thing with men don't supposed, but that's how a lot of men are depressed and go through mental health. So I teach my son his emotions and what emotions to have and what not to have and how to get through them. Like, you could be pissed off, go handle that shit in there, but and come back in here and you be all right. But don't think you can't cry, cause like his daddy be like, you know how they be. They
Yeah.
boys, you gonna make them soft. No, go your ass in there and cry. And when you done, come back out. You can have your emotion, as long as you ain't disrespectful. I don't give a damn. Like, but don't tell my baby he can't cry. Yes, the fuck you can, cause that's a part of life. Cry, get that shit out. Cause when you hold that shit in, yeah, it's gonna end up like your mama.
Mm.
So yeah. But that's something I see him. And, of course, I make him, at this age, know, be a gentleman, learn about women, and be respectful. That shit I'm not going to play with. But, yeah. That's it.
I like that. Okay. All right. Well, I can't. All right. Well, I can't.
Yeah, we're done now.
Okay.
I just had to get that out because that was what I needed to end on. I needed to know after all you bitches talked all this shit y'all was going to say that what was the fuck we needed to hear.
All right.
Spirituality. You guys should not work. You should work on not cursing. It's so bad.
I mean, never mind.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
I know your heart, Leah.
No, I'm different about cursing. I'm sorry.
Everybody, I
Everybody's
don't
conviction
know.
is different.
I
feel
You
like
doing better though.
Cursing
I
it
don't
to
think
me.
you cursed this whole episode.
I feel like
did.
cursing is like
See?
go to hell. Like that's a curse on somebody's life. Like that's me personally. So that genuine hate stuff to somebody, like that's a curse.
That's yeah.
To me.
I get.
So
I get
when
that.
they thou shalt curse or whatever's in the Bible about that part, I don't think because I mean our cuss words weren't in the Bible back then. So how we know what they talking about? That's me. Y'all, you know,
That's
whatever
why
the
I be
Lord
with that,
tell
the
y'all.
Bible, because some we'll get
Whatever
on
the
that.
Lord tell y'all,
I ain't
y'all
gonna
listen
get on
to
that.
we
it.
might need a part 2 of this episode, but we
Oh,
gonna see.
Excuse me, y'all.
But yeah, okay. So we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Two Sided Podcast. I am Carmesia.
And I'm Rakaya Simone.
And thank you to our guest, Aaliyah, for coming in with us. And we will see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more.